Let's talk about fashion. The Cosmic Runway. What if you were told the book of Revelation isn't just a book of scary beasts and global plagues? What if, at its core, Revelation is actually a cosmic fashion show? In ancient apocalyptic literature, wardrobe is doctrine. What a character wears isn't just a fashion statement. It's a legal declaration of their identity, their allegiance, and their eternal destiny. From the dark, dusty sackcloth of the persecuted prophets to a deceptive queen draped in royal purple, every thread tells a story. But the entire book is building toward a breathtaking climax, the reveal of a final radiant outfit that changes everything. Today we're breaking down the secret spiritual code. Let's get into it.
So the first outfit is that of the white robes for the dead saints, Revelation 6:11. When the fifth seal is opened, the martyrs, crying out under the altar, are given white robes. Stole in Greek, a long flowing robe of dignity worn by kings or priests. The symbolism: vindication and rest. The meaning: in the ancient world, if you were executed as a criminal, your robes were stripped in shame. By handing these dead saints white robes before the final resurrection, God is legally vindicating them. The white represents the imputed righteousness of Jesus and a declaration of their innocence before the heavenly court. It symbolizes that even though they are dead, they are already recognized as victors. The second is the angels in white linen and golden sashes, Revelation 15:6. The seven angels carrying the seven last plagues emerge from the heavenly temple, clothed in pure, bright linen with golden sashes wrapped around their chests. The symbolism: royal priesthood and divine judgment. The meaning: this specific uniform is a direct mirror of the Jewish high priest's garments, Leviticus 16, and the vision of Christ in Revelation 1. The fine linen represents absolute purity and flawless justice. The golden sash positioned around the chest, rather than the waist, indicates royalty and that their work of regular labor is done. They are now standing as royal executioners of God's final, uncorrupted justice. The third is Jesus' vesture, dipped in blood, Revelation 19:13. As Jesus rides out of heaven on a white horse to execute final judgment, he wears a vesture, robe, dipped or sprinkled with blood. The symbolism: the winepress of wrath and ultimate victory. The meaning: there is a beautiful dual meaning here. First, it is a callback to Isaiah 63, where the Messiah returns from battle with stained garments, from treading the winepress of his enemies, signaling the absolute destruction of wicked powers. Second, it is a reminder of his own sacrifice. He conquers not by political tyranny, but by the merit of his own shed blood. He is the warrior king who wins because he was first the slain lamb. And fourth, sackcloth in Revelation 11:3. The two witnesses are commanded to prophesy for 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth, a coarse, dark fabric made of goat's hair. The symbolism: mourning, repentance, and persecution. The meaning: throughout the Old Testament, sackcloth was worn during times of national disaster or deep spiritual grief, like Jonah's Nineveh. In Revelation, it symbolizes the state of God's true word and people during times of spiritual darkness. It represents a church in mourning, enduring persecution, and calling a rebellious world to repentance, against a corrupt religious system. The fifth, the living bride, in fine linen, clean and bright. Revelation 19:7-8. At the marriage supper of the Lamb, the bride, the living church, is granted to clothe herself in fine linen, clean and bright. The text explicitly defines this wardrobe, for the fine linen is the righteous acts of the saints. The symbolism, sanctification, and practical righteousness. The meaning, while the dead saints were given robes of justification, Christ's righteousness covering them, the living bride is clothed in linen that represents the fruits of that faith. Clean means washed from sin by the blood. Bright, lampros, means radiating the active, living character of Jesus through her deeds. It is a wardrobe of preparation. The sixth, the armies of heaven on white horses. Revelation 19:14. When Jesus descends to earth, the armies of heaven follow him on white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. The symbolism, unified victory and sinless warfare. The meaning, this is the ultimate wardrobe synchronization of the Bible. The living bride and the heavenly hosts wear the exact same uniform as they follow the king. Riding a white horse in a Roman triumph was a privilege reserved strictly for the conquering general and his top victorious soldiers. By wearing this clean linen into battle, the church demonstrates that the war has already been won spiritually. They are not fighting for victory, but marching in the victory of the bloody robe of Jesus, the grand spiritual theme of biblical garments. If you trace the biblical narrative through clothing, it beautifully loops together. Genesis, human sin leaves humanity naked, and humans try to cover themselves with temporary fig leaves. God replaces them with the skins of sacrificed animals, the first blood-bought wardrobe. The Gospels, Jesus is stripped naked on the cross, taking our spiritual shame and exposure upon himself. Revelation, the redeemed are permanently reclothed. The ultimate goal of the Christian journey is to exchange the dusty, stained sackcloth of earthly suffering for the fine linen of eternal victory, completely covered by the righteousness of the Lamb. And now, how about the garments of the high priest in Exodus set the stage for these Revelation wardrobes? Or explore the contrasting luxury wardrobe of the whore of Babylon, purple, scarlet, and gold, in Revelation 17. That will be in video 2. The entire book of Revelation forces us to ask one question. What are you wearing into eternity? Are you trying to dress yourself in the temporary, compromised luxury of this world? Or are you letting Jesus wash your robes and cover you in his righteousness today? The choice you make right now determines which army you will march with when the sky splits open. If this deep dive into the wardrobe code of Revelation blessed you, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below, letting me know which outfit stood out to you the most. And share this video with someone who needs to be reminded of the victory waiting for the bride. I'll see you in the next video.